Hi, it's Steve Cushman speaking to you from the California Historical Radio Society. We're here at our new headquarters at 2152 Central Avenue in Alameda at our new Radio Central. You know, for 10 years we were pretty darn happy at our old radio station at KRE in Berkeley. But for the past year, we have been exploring the possibilities of having a life here in Alameda, and it really makes us very happy to be able to have purchased this building, which is going to secure our future. This little update is coming to you on January 24th, 2015. Where does the time go? And we have not done much to the outside, except our Larry Dries has done a great job of trimming the big tree, and we'll take a look inside and see what's going on there. Volunteers make this happen, and they make it happen week after week, and we can't exist without our volunteers. And they're a great, passionate group, and without them, none of this would be possible. This is our notice for our building and planning permits for our new 32 by 12 foot accessory building that we're putting in the backyard to build as our workshop and space to cut wood and build displays and that kind of stuff. Again, our problem is always space. These are all donations that have come in and that are going to be processed. A lot of this equipment may be kept. A lot of it is going to be passed on either at our flea market or our upcoming auction, and the benefits to be used to, you know, keep this place ongoing. We kind of, here's our dusters. We always dust. There's a lot of dusting to be done. And trying to keep our telephone company roots now that we have current. We've just, from the Unison Don Chi collection, have added this vintage Western Electric telephone. Ah, but wait, you can still use it today. The building as it was in 1900. The building as it was in 1938 with all the telephone operators. And the main room of our facility. This room will eventually be cleaned of all the remaining wood. The bricks will be scrubbed. We will put an epoxy coating here. We will put the window trims back on, and upgrade the room to be our main gallery. Right now it's pretty much a staging area for all of our equipment, because again, the challenge is space, and in order to do something somewhere else, we have to be able to have room for things. Here's one of our newest acquisitions, this wonderful 1923 Metrodyne radio, and as you can see, it was when Egyptology was all the craze. Coming back here, we just keep adding to the equipment donations. We loaned one of our microphones here to this theater company, and it was used in the musical Annie not too long ago in Alameda. Some new odds and ends, new doodads coming in all the time. Unfortunately, we're not at the point where things are really organized yet. Working our way back here, again, another staging area. This is a lot of equipment that CHRS owns or that we are processing and that might be available for sale at one of our flea markets or our auction. if we come back here, you can see our hardworking volunteers working on equipment and working on donations that'll be used for the general well-being of CHRS. Denny Monticelli, the camera's rolling.
Yes.
And here's Mike Adams. And now I'm going to turn you over to Denny, who's going to tell us what was going on a year ago.
Oh boy, what a beehive of activity a year ago. We were packing up stuff at KRE, hauling 200 boxes down here in the first caravan of SUVs and trucks. Hardly made a dent. We were in the middle of escrow. We were discovering new things about the property that, well, you don't discover when you put in the offer. We were working through all those issues. We were getting ready for a big flea market at KRE to try to reduce our inventory. That was in February. And then we were raising money. And we had raised, let's see, about $300,000+ in cash, and we had pledges of nearly $700,000. We had a long way to go because we had to get over $1 million. But our spirits were high, and we were looking forward to the future.
Let's look in here and see what's going on in here.
What's going on in here?
Yeah.
Estates love us. They find us. We appreciate it. But it creates quite a lot of work for sorting through things and deciding what we may want to add to our collection, or what we may want to fix up and sell, or whether we're just going to sell as is in a flea market. So much of it has come in, and we're so overloaded that we're going to have a big auction and flea market in March. So come one, come all. It'll be like a mini radio day without the entertainment, but we will have some nice pieces for auction as well as a big flea market.
Let's go to the backyard.
Okay.
You can say what's happening out in the backyard.
So the backyard continues to take shape, as you can see here. We have made a lot of changes. We've pulled some things out. Of course, the playground equipment was the first to go, and we took down that old collapsing shade area where we tend to socialize. And we've got a number of projects now to clean the area up and get ready for the movement of the fence, because the back fence is going to move back 3 feet. And when that happens, we're going to pour a big pad, and then we're going to put in a large 12 by 32 shed up against the rear fence. And we're going to preserve a square of about 40 by 40 in the middle, which will become our garden of radio. Big multi-use area, attractive, that will honor radio pioneers and can be used for events.
Let's go downstairs to the bottom floor.
We're now walking into our showroom. I mean our storeroom. This is hardly a showroom. This is going to have our compact storage system. And we've already raised about 80–90% of the money we need, so any of you are thinking about pushing this over the top, that would be great. Compact storage is the type of storage used by museums, and it allows you to get a lot in a small area. So we're really looking forward to being able to efficiently store things that are not in our collection. This particular end of it up against the rear yard is going to be for incoming, so whenever new material comes in, it will go here for processing before it moves on either to the collection or perhaps for sale. Immediately to my right here is the first finished room at RC. This thanks to the hard work and donations of Robert Swart and Walter Hayden. It gives you an idea of the kind of quality you can expect when we finish up the entire place. This, of course, did not look anywhere like this when we bought it, and now it's fully functional with new electrical, fresh paint, all new countertops, and a wonderful gas range. we're set up for business and we're already using it. Okay, do you want to continue this way, Mike? This is our boiler room, which still has a lot of work to be done on it. Fortunately, you can close the door on it. As we continue on, you can see utility rooms, and then finally we get to the area that's going to be used for some display over to my right, currently just for storage. This will be part of our story of radio, continuing from above. I'm now looking into what will be the future W6CF Memorial Ham Station. And when we get around to this project, we're going to have 3 vintage radio stations set up and operational with outside antennas, and people can come here and experience what it's like to be making communications in the 30s, the 50s, and then the 70s. We'll also have some display of some of our nicer pieces of ham gear. Continuing down, you can see some work in progress. This is going to be our library and is currently a very active project, has been for quite a while. You can see all the shelves that eventually will house our library collection of books, periodicals, and other historical printed material. And today we're talking about what we're going to do on the outer walls, which are not in the greatest of shapes, so we're going to sheath them with thin, fresh sheetrock. To my right here is another large open area that will be part of our exhibit, Story of Radio. So these exhibit areas are going to have beautiful laminate wood floors and be color coordinated and stylistically coordinated with what we have up above. And another couple of utility rooms, and that finishes the downstairs. Do you want to go up, Mike, or
Steve did the up.
Oh, okay, good.
So
Are we done?
you guys want to get into the frame here? Yeah.
And do what?
Say goodbye.
Say
Say whatever you want to
Come
say.
see us. Come volunteer.
Yeah, this we do need help, and as time goes on, we'll have more and more projects for people to do, and we can always use your help and your donations, and we encourage you to support us online and buy the KPEN book that's now for sale, and donate to the Kickstarter page for the KSAN movie, and donate to the mobile storage fund, which will really help us organize our equipment and our stuff here. So it's going to be a great run, but we need your help. So look us up, www.californiahistoricalradio.com, or just Google CHRS and we come up first.